Hey friends, it's Mr. Jim and welcome back to Kid Short Stories. Guess what? We have two birthdays to celebrate today, one right now and one right after the story, and I'm gonna need your help. Drum roll, please. Happy birthday, Owen! Woohoo! Who's turning 8 years old and is an amazing friend and a great reader with a big creative imagination. That sounds like you should totally be a part of our crew. I'm so glad that you're part of our family. Well, Owen, are you ready for today's amazing adventure? Me too, let's go! It was a beautiful day on the farm as Jackson was waking up. He had a big day ahead of him. You know, if you live on the farm, that means there's a lot of jobs, and those jobs never end. Every day there's either somebody to feed, somebody to clean, something to fix, or something to get ready for. And actually, usually every day has all of those things. So it's important to get up very early, even before the sun comes up. But Jackson was not alone on his farm. He did have a very special, very strong helper, and that was his dinosaur named Dino. What? Yes, Jackson has a real dinosaur that helps him out on the farm. You know, in case the tractor breaks down, you got a dinosaur who can plow the fields or pull out the really hard roots that are deep, deep down underneath those big weeds. Wow. Kind of wish I had a dinosaur around the house. Yeah, it would be pretty helpful. How about you? Dino, wake up, shouted Jackson. Even though Dino sounds scary, he was just yawning. Dinosaurs can't help it that their yawns sound very scary when actually they're very nice. All right, come on, Dino. Gotta go eat a big breakfast because we got a big day of work ahead of us. Come on. Jackson led his dinosaur friend down the stairs. Boom, boom, boom. Whoa, he's got some big feet for those little stairs. After they gobbled down a very big breakfast, Jackson and his dinosaur friend put on their boots and headed out the door. Well, sorry, I guess just Jackson put on his boots, not Dino. Dino has dinosaur feet. I don't think he needs any boots. Well, the first job that they needed to do on the farm was feed the pigs. Calm down now. We have all the delicious slop that you've ever wanted, said Jackson. Hey, Dino, can you bring over the slop wagon over there? Rawr, rawr. That was Dino language for absolutely, I'll get right to it. Dino headed over to get that big slop wagon on the other side of the farm, and Jackson started counting all the pigs. 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait a second. Where's old Big Bessie? You see, he had 12 pigs, and he only counted 11. That means Big Bessie must be missing. Bessie! Bessie, where are you? He shouted. Boom, 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 boom. Rawr, rawr, rawr. Dino had brought over the pig slop and had said, "What's the problem? Why are you shouting for Bessie?" At least, in his own language. Yeah, Dino. Oh no, it looks like Bessie got out again. We're gonna have to go find her. Come on. Jackson led the way as his dinosaur companion Dino followed closely behind. It didn't take long, though, before they found a trail through the grass that must have been left by Bessie. You see, Bessie was a very large pig, and wherever she went, she always left a trail behind. And this was definitely her trail. The rest of the morning was spent searching for this missing pig. Have you ever lost something before? Like maybe not a giant pig like Bessie, but have you ever lost something before and you just look everywhere for it? And sometimes it can be really hard to find, but it's important never to give up, because sometimes it's in the place that you least suspect it. Phew, Dino, I'm I'm tired. I need to sit down. Yeah, you too? Okay. Jackson and Dino both sat down on a very large rock. They had been searching for a very long time, and finally, they heard a sound. The two farmers looked right at each other, and then, "It's gotta be Bessie, come on!" They started running as fast as they could towards the screaming sound. As they ran closer and closer to that screaming sound, all of a sudden, they had to stop because it was a ginormous hole. "Bessie, what in the world happened? How did you get down there?" And then it became very clear that this was no ordinary hole. This was indeed a trap. A trap set by a ginormous, scary squirrel monkey. Dun, dun, dun! I know squirrel monkeys are usually completely adorable, but that one was ginormous, and I think it wanted to take over the world, or at least Bessie, and the farm. Jackson looked up and met eyes with that ginormous squirrel monkey. Dino, do you think you can scare that thing away? You should have seen it. That ginormous squirrel monkey must not have ever seen or heard something that scary before in its life, and it took off running, never to be seen again. Dino dropped his tail down the big hole to scoop up Bessie, that giant pig that had fallen down inside. And then Jackson and Dino walked her all the way back to the farm. Whew! And look at that. The sun was just starting to come up. All of that work happened before sunrise. As Bessie walked back inside of the pig pen, Jackson realized that they still had a whole lot of work to do. All right, Dino. Phew, what a morning, but it's only just begun. After we feed the pigs, we still got a lot more work to do. That's the life of being a farmer, but I'm so glad that I got you on my team. The end. Guess what? It is time to celebrate a birthday, and I need your help. Drum roll, please. Happy birthday, Fig! Woohoo! Who's turning 6 years old and he loves to crack up his family with jokes. That's awesome, and the biggest fan of all things monsters. What did you think of today's monster story? A little silly, right? Well, he's been a Scooby-Doo and Godzilla fan since he was a little baby and is the best big brother to his 3 younger siblings and is always helping his parents take care of them. Wow, you're an amazing big brother, and happy birthday, Fig. I hope you have the best birthday ever. And friends, if you want to celebrate your birthday on the show with me, have your parents head on over to heymrjim.com to learn more. But you know what time it is now? It's time for Kid Shoutouts. I want to say hey to Sullivan and Sterling from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Ryan from California, Tate from Idaho, Silas, Jasper, and Karma from British Columbia, Mia, Julia, and Pete from Scottsdale, Arizona, Ramona and Morty from England, and Stockton and Cora from Dallas, Texas. I'm so glad that you're all in the Kid Short Stories family, and on the Spy Team, we could not stop Dr. Stinky Breath and his crew without you, my friends. Well, you have a super duper day, and I will see you on our next adventure. Bye!